So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I think an awful lot's going to be asked of this fella Zubamendi here. But being such a smart player, I expect him to pass the test with flying colours. He's making up the extra centre-half at times, as well as making those deep, long runs towards the box. I think a cracking player with a very disciplined game.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, they can break here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Out to the left it goes. DiMarco picks it up out wide. Cross flung in towards the middle.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
It has been a rather gentle affair so far. And that's really well manoeuvred. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rodri. Bellingham. And he was quick to react. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Mbappe! Decent chance! Goal! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And the keeper's got it again. Van Dijk. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bellingham.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Tries to pass it through. Now it's Haaland. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. It's a goal kick. Bellingham. Rodri. Now it's Haaland. Matheus Cunha. DiMarco providing an outlet on that flank. He's chance! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal. Oh, what a climb! That's a half-decent try.
Mbappe is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's in plenty of space here. Ah, such a clever touch. Luca, and that is expertly dealt with. Bellingham. Gonzalo Ramos. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gonzalo Ramos. That's good. Gonzalo Ramos! And he has kept it out somehow.
Gonzalo Ramos clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's well spotted. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Shot a goal! He has done it! And they get themselves in front! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And the real chance! Zubimendi. Reinders. Passing is crisp and sharp. In with the challenge. There will be a throw-in. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And the game has already resumed here. Rodri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Reinders. And it's Reinders. Here's Matheus Cunha. And here's Vinicius Junior. Look at this. And he shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
He's on it. Can he get away? And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Bellingham. Looking for options for movement. Eder Militao calmly anticipates. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Matheus Cunha. Defending of the desperate variety. Mbappe.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
That could spell trouble. Gonzalo Ramos. Gonzalo Ramos!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Oh, it's come loose. He's found a way through. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Mbappe. Szoboszlai. And it's Szoboszlai. Kimmich. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got tall. Van Dijk gets it clear. Chance here to counter. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's one-on-one! Chance, surely! He's got a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So, all square and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Olise. Now that's well seen too. Yildiz. Now it's Haaland. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's picked it up out wide. Gabriel is there and he can get that clear. Matheus Cunha. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Hernandez. Now Eder Militao. Oh, easy pickings there. Plays a sharp little ball here. Ball driven towards the far post. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Haaland. Caught offside that time. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Gusto. Threads one in. And a chance! And it's in! And they've got their lead back. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
And the shot! And he hits the net! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next... And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
Now it's Mbappe. Good ball, good take. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long passes. The opposition should be a little wary of committing too many men forward to attack, because if it does break down, this guy can get them in trouble pretty quickly.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. That's a good shot, surely! Goal! The breakthrough strike!
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Soboslai deals with that comfortably. Oh, this looks sharp. Gonzalo Ramos. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Now it's Luca. Spread out to the left. Oh, that's a key interception. That's good running with the ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. There they go, hunting in packs. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's Ramos. And he's running Gonzalo Ramos! And he has kept it out somehow.
Gonzalo Ramos clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Good read, needed to be. Hangs one in.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Wan-Bissaka. Wirtz. That is ended up in no man's land. Kostic. Wirtz. And here's Mbappe. Nicely weighted chance! And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Oh, he did so well to hold his...
And the shot! He scores! And they get themselves in front! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Wirtz and Gravenberg. Nicely spread. Gonzalo Ramos threads one in. Might be Bellingham! Played out to the left flank. Played into the big header! No mistake! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now it's Kostic. He is through here. Out of play for a goal kick. Wits. Schuberschlei. Luca. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for the run. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through. Great chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. It's a quick one. He's on it. Can he get away? Kimmich getting this one clear. Schuberschlei. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Gravenberch. Bellingham powering forward here. He's through here. And that's a real chance! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Bellingham. And it's Kimmich. Kimmich drives forward on the overlap. And here's Haaland. Aimed beyond the defence. Takes a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Oh, good-looking ball. Kimmich, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And the pass is intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want
chance for a shot! They want to be quick to recover this.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Wirtz with the short one. Cross from Kostic. Cleared without complication. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Haaland. Looking to play him in. Gonzalo Ramos. Decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Van Dijk tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Can he get it through? Kostic receives it in a wide position. So what can they make of this? Now it's Luka. Reinders. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Haaland. Out to the right. Kimmich receives it in a good position here. Now it's Mbappe. Little pass back. Mbappe is on... Mbappe! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
This their second corner of the game. Gets his head on it! And it's a goal! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have the first goal. Header! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
He's got away.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Kostic clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team...
Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Some really good ball movement. Luka! They just took too long getting forward.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
Now it's Bellingham. Burn. Wits. It's Vinicius Junior. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Great vision. Luka. Now this could be a chance. Chooses to go back. Gonzalo Ramos. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And here's Haaland. He's picked his way through. Cross flung in. He gets big. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
A heavy challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Defending of the desperate variety. Gonzalo Ramos. Now it's Ramos. And we hit half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Kostic picks it up out wide. Reinders. Played out wide. Soboslai. And he's managed to get free. Hoisted in. And it's Reinders. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Burn. Now it's Kostic. And here's Kostic. Out again for a throw-in. shoots! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Big chance! And here's Kostic. Szoboszlai. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? He's had a shot!
They've got to be quick moving this forward. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Kostic. Van Dijk gets it away. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Bellingham. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Kostic. Bellingham, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Ramos. Now it's Kimmich. Kimmich's cross. And he's there to clear it. Oh, well played.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Oh, such a clever touch. Deep cross. And he's chosen to go back. Goes looking wide. No, he's had it taken off him. Nicely aimed pass.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Haaland is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Knocks it out wide. He's there and gets it away.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Played into space. And it's Kostic. Lovely bit of skill. Clipped into space. It's a goal kick. Yildiz. Hot chance! Oh, that could cost them.
Haaland was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Van Dijk clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Knocks it into space. He's on it. Can he get away?
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, easy pickings there. Eder Militao for Olise. Kostic. Olise. Yildiz.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
The final seconds now. Olise. Mbappe. Kostic with the cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shift. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Now it's Martinez. Oh, nice touch. DiMarco. DiMarco gets his head on it! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Soboslai with the clearance.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Kimmich. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Kostic could try cutting inside here. Kostic. Well, that is one way to stop him. Vinicius Junior! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Vinicius Junior clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Kostic plays it short. There's the shot! Corner number 2 then. Kostic goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I've always been impressed with how this guy, Szoboszlai, has been able to combine physicality and the finesse he can also add to his game, Peter. He makes good use of his strength when receiving the ball in tight areas, and he has that trickery and athleticism to beat people, and a spring in his step, always a spring.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Gives it back. Szoboszlai.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That pass has been well intercepted. Referee has just said play on. Kimmich engages and forces him off the ball. Still goalless. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Matheus Cunha. Now it's Haaland. That's a pretty loose pass. And the keeper's got it again. Kostic. Bout of passing here. And a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So, third corner of the game. Kostic with the short one. Kostic in towards the back stick. So, their fourth corner of the game. And the shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for a runner. Haaland. Out towards the flank. Bellingham calmly anticipates. They're up to 5 corners now. And it's been taken short. Now it's Kostic. Played in with purpose. Now it's... Great chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Martinez. Now Mbappe. He has a look up. He's had a shot! They've scored! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Maciej Cunha. He shifted it to the flank. Kostic. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, plenty of early set pieces here.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Looking to play him in. And the finish! He's got a goal! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Kimmich. Rodri. And here's Mbappe. This looks promising. Mbappe.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And that's the second half started. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Soboslai. Can he get it through? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And he's straight offside. Gabriel. And it's Kostic. For Kostic. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Martinez. Passing nice and neat. Kostic. Tries to pass it through. Vinicius Junior. He's got away. Chance for a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out. A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Vinicius Junior can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get on the end of this? Kimmich. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Looking for the run. Kostic has it in a wide position. Oh, that's nice. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Martinez. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Gabriel. Kostic. Zubimendi. Oh, good-looking ball. Kostic providing an outlet on that flank. It's a lucky 7th corner. They've played it short. Now it's Grafenberg. Turns and goes back. Knocks it into space. And that was very necessary. Van Dijk. Mbappe takes control of it and he's on the move. Haaland. That is good strength. Yildiz. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. DiMarco with the short one. Oh, sweet feet. That's been cut out, well played. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he has shown him a yellow card. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Olise. And here's Haaland. Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai tries across. Gabriel getting this one clear.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And Gabriel. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Mbappe.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And here's Szoboszlai. Mbappe. And the counter is on. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's DiMarco. Yildiz. Gusto puts a cross in. Olise. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of...
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
So, power or guile, what's it going to be? So, to pass or to shoot, that is his question. And he's in on goal. And across. Yildiz can get it clear. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And it's been taken short. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. All hands on deck for this one. Olise plays it short. Hit into the middle.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Chance! That's going to go a long way. Quality ball. Mbappe chasing after it. Chips it through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. The final seconds now. Eder Militao. That's really well cleared. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Danger averted for now. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, And we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves.
Real chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Jr., in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind and have a clean run at goal. He's a very tricky customer and getting better week by week.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Oh, it's come loose. Reinders played out to the left flank. DiMarco. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Martinez. Looking to play. Tries a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
So we're still where we started right now. That's a lovely, neat pass. That's been cut out, well played. Reinders looks to get on the end of this. Luca. Goes looking wide. Played in deep. Vicario claims it without any fuss.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Can he get on the end of this? DiMarco, and that's aimed. It's a mighty effort, and it's come back out to him. And he's done it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Good ball, good take. Vinicius Jr. Oh, crossbar! Martinez. Now, what about a counter-attack? And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now it's Luca. And it's Reinders. Zubimendi. And that's a dangerous ball. There's the shot! Goal! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Vinicius Jr. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Rodri. Reinders. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And Martinez! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And here's Haaland. Kimmich. DiMarco. It's Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. Looking for options for movement.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He rises! Oh, it rattles the bar! And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Kimmich gets across to intercept that, and there's his chance to lead the counter. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Out to the left it goes. In by DiMarco.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Szoboszlai. Haaland is herring after that one. And that's been won straight back. Kimmich. Bellingham. Plays a sharp little ball here. Szoboszlai. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rodri.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's a good-looking delivery. And that has been knocked clear. Eder Militao. And it's Van Dijk. Gabriel. Now Subimendi. Gets a good foot in there. "60 minutes played.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Subimendi. Mbappe does really well to win the ball there.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
DiMarco drives forward on the overlap. Szoboszlai. Great chance! He scores! And they get themselves in front! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Chance here to counter. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's DiMarco. Threads one in.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, this is a great position. Mbappe! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's a searching pass. Played towards the other side.
Well spotted.
Matheus Cunha. And the pass is intercepted.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Cleared without complication. And he's quick to snatch it back. He shifted it to the flank. DiMarco. He has found the way through. DiMarco stood his ground strongly.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Luca showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And here's Mbappe. Taken back almost at once. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's worked it through. Pickford gets it away. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Header! That's a half-decent try. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment. Your final thoughts, Jim?
A good show, Peter. A good show of character, a good show of resilience. This is a team that was never going to be intimidated by the crowd and their opposition, and it was thoroughly professional.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Corner given. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that's a throw-in. Bale. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Lovely bit of skill. Bale proves just a little bit too strong.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Out to the right. Kamara. Lovely feet. Cross to the back post. And it's claimed by the keeper. In with the challenge. Quarter of an hour played.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
And it's Amadou Onana. Cole. Stones. Can he get it through? Suarez gets into some space. McGinn. And that is as far as they're going to go. Rooney. It's Rooney! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's there to clear it. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Camera. Played out to the left flank. And it's Digne. McGinn. And it's Digne. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. That's been cut out. Well played. Cole.
This is the time you need that pace.
It's a really well-measured ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Buendia. Konsa. McGinn. Darren Fletcher. Chance here to counter. Now it's Luis Suarez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that has been clubbed away. It's not an especially good pass, that. Cole. Luis Suarez. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising.
Suarez really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Nicely aimed pass. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Buendia. Chance to deliver. Stones with the clearance.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Onana does really well to win the ball there. Camera. Cash. Bale. Darren Fletcher. Here's Matheus Cunha. Adams. And Darren Fletcher. Stones could try cutting inside here. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Isak quietly revving up. Watkins, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Isak. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's hoisted clear.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
This looks promising. Cash kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Amadou Onana. Now it's Watkins. Plays a sharp little ball here. Spread neatly. Matheus Cunha is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Bale providing an outlet on that flank. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Onana. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Can he get on the end of this? And that's been slipped through. Rooney. And it's Luis Suarez. Great ball if he can get there. He has found the way through. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Luis Suarez! It's loose now and they want to get it back. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Marlen. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Not the most accurate pass. Stones. And Adams. Rooney. And it's Fletcher. That's travelling a long way. Decent chance! Goal! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So there's going to be another change here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Digne. Fletcher gets a foot in here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Big chance! He's scored! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, that's a key interception. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. No foul, says the referee. And here's Watkins. Now it's Marlon. He's free, he has got space. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Maciej Cunha, and he's picked out the run. Isaac! Yes! And they are cruising away. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
"3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Isak, and he was quick to react. Konsa. And Torres. 4 extra minutes added on. Cole. Now that looks a decent ball, and that's been slipped through. He's onside! And that is as far as it goes. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker.
Oh, smashing header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And it's Luis Suarez. Egan. Gelhardt. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Played out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a decent clearance. Cole.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Threads one in. Stones could try cutting inside here. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Quality ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Now he's off and running. It's out for a goal kick. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Isaac. Maciej Cunha. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He is through. Cole!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the ball is out of play. Cole. Cole. And here's Suarez. Takes a shot! And he's done it! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, what a mistake! He's got shot a goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Cole actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Big header! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Darren Fletcher. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Ferdinand to Darren Fletcher. Maciej Cunha is always playing with one eye on the spectacular.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Hadziametovic. Cleared without hesitation. Rooney. And that's really well manoeuvred. Isak. Now it's Maciej Cunha. Isak. Oh, good read. Rooney does really well to win the ball there. Nicely shaped ball. Out of play for a goal kick. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the second half gets underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Not the most accurate pass. Rooney, good purposeful running this. It's a goal kick. Bale. Oh, good-looking ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Up he goes! They've scored! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And yes, it's him again. So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved. It's a decent chance to counter-attack. That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Opts to play it back. There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, they can break here. Isak under intense pressure.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Cole in acres of space out wide. Hull are looking to go forward now. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Time and again, they are repelled. Cole looking to run onto it. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Stones. And it's Luis Suarez. Cole on the finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
A case now of complete control. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Over to the left.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That's a sharp pass. Ferdinand can get it clear. Now he's got space here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that is a superb rearguard action.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Can he latch on to this? Oh, what a climb! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Danger averted for now. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Rooney. Rooney will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, important interception. The final 5 minutes. Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! And he's there to get it away. And he should have made it 4. Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Isak! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Matheus Cunha is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Rooney looking for the run. It's a promising position. Stones swings in across. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Isaac picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.